Guys, hello, it's Max here. Yeah, how are you all? Today, I would like to share with you guys about how I got into thrash metal music, and I would like to tell you guys the journey, my journey, and uh, my generation, my generation of the passion on music. Okay. So back in the days when I was at the state school studying and having fun with friends, and when I was attending eighth grade, eighth standard, um, uh, I started learning guitar. But at that time I was learning acoustic guitar, and the motivation of learning guitar was from the rock songs that I frequently listened on YouTube. The songs were generally rock songs, and most of the songs uh, were the songs of a popular band of my country, in our country, called Iron Cross. You all may know Iron Cross if you're Burmese, and they have plenty of very good and catchy rock songs. Since most of their earliest songs were originally copied from uh, foreign songs, the songs from foreign countries that many famous and successful bands had created. So at the time, the very first occasion or event that really got me into rock music was the time when my uncle was introducing me a live CD of Iron Cross 30th anniversary, you know, and at that show, the performance was splendid, and the energy was unimaginable. It was very huge, and all the audiences were taking part and accomplishing their roles together with the performers on stage. Uh, so that was the very first time that uh, I was interested and I was curious in discovering and searching for the songs of Iron Cross. So the ver actually it was interesting that the album that attracted me and that made me enjoy first is not their very first album. Actually, the album that attracted me and that caught my attention, that drew my attention, is called Diary. Um, the album is very versatile, and it contains diverse types of music, from very slow and soft rock to progressive metal. Okay, that was my very earliest times of the journey. Um, and one day, um, I was listening. Very, I was, firstly listening to a new song. Actually, a new song for me, but it had been existed for a long time. The song's name is called Exit. Exit, and it is a copy song. The original song is Metallica's Enter Sandman. Metallica is literally the world's biggest heavy metal band and the richest band in the world. They have been maintaining their position till now, and they've sold millions and millions of albums worldwide, and they are uh, the greatest hit was, I think, the Black Album of Metallica, and it was sold about $125 billion. You know, that's really huge. That amount is so big, and compared to other bands. Well, so as I listened to that original song, ah, the feeling was so, the energy was unmentionable, you know. The energy was the energy was so huge, and it really took, the whole song took my attention from beginning to the end. So I gradually learned that Metallica is very proficient at creating music that are so long, but you will not recognize the length of the song because you were so into the music, and you would not probably know how the song ends, you know, because the stuff they put in were so great, are so great, you know, and catchy. Okay, so that was the very first time that I knew, I had an idea what thrash metal was, because the major genre that Metallica had been creating today till today is thrash metal. So from that point of my life, I really craved for a real electric guitar. You know, uh, at the first, in earliest times, you know, I was learning and practicing metal riffs and the songs of Metallica on only on acoustic guitar. So I I use my acoustic guitar for a number, for an extent of duration, for a while, and you know, after matriculation, when I passed the exam with all six distinctions, all distinctions, my parents awarded me by buying my very first electric guitar. And the electric guitar, the shape is the typical Fender Stratocaster shape, but the brand is not Fender, the brand is called Vintage. So I was so happy, and the, you know, joy was, you know, the joy that I experienced was, you know, unmentionable. It was so, I was so happy, and I was so pleased with that, you know. So you know, it was the first time that I got the sound that I wanted to hear, uh, practically in reality, the distorted sound, uh, you know. And I learned the number of Metallica songs that I mastered, and I had been practicing increased, as the over time, you know. uh, and my fingers, you know, my fingers got to my fingers accomplished in reaching uh, to some extent of proficiency, to a certain point, you know, to a certain level. So to that point, the amp that I got was not of high quality, you know. It was really cheap, but you know, I would not risk buying a real expensive amp at first, because I was not that efficient in playing things. So it was a suitable decision not to buy the real expensive one at a first glance. So you know, from at those times, I practiced a lot. I spent some time, parts of my daily life, watching YouTube videos, learning from YouTubers, YouTube guitarists, you know, YouTube guitarist icons. And I also decided to to do covers of me playing those songs, you know. Um, Actually, the very first cover songs that I posted on Facebook uh, were not thrash songs, were not metal songs, you know. I was covering some soft rock songs and some pop songs that I enjoyed. Some of them were Burmese, and most of them are foreign songs, international songs. So, and then after that, after some time, I began to post thrash metal covers of me, and you know, and I got my second new electric guitar at my 18th birthday, and I got it as a gift from my father. So the very first electric guitar, my old electric guitar, costed 70,000 Myanmar chats, over that, a little more than that. And the guitar that I got from my father at 18th birthday costed 350,000 chats. You know, it is a second-hand guitar. If I bought that version of guitar brand new, it would cost me about 80,000 Myanmar jets, you know. So the second-hand guitar that I got was not, uh, you know, distracted that much. It was not damaged. It was still very fine, you know. Um, it was very, you know, smooth and smooth to play. Uh, so yeah, uh, I'm still playing that guitar till these days, and as over time I practice thrash metal songs, and I actually focus more on uh, riffs, you know, rather than lead stuff, you know, solo stuff. I didn't practice solo that much. Back in the days, I was only practicing riffs, and I realized that riffs were not that hard, you know. The really the the challenge, the most challenging technique is playing lead, you know, playing solos. It challenges guitarists and beginners more, you know. So I altered my direction of learning from riffing to soloing, and as I practiced solos, I knew that I recognized that they were a lot harder, and they require more effort. They require more time, more concentration, you know. So you need to memorize a lot. I mean, riffs take only a few notes, and they are repeated over time, so you don't need to memorize a lot of notes and a lot of things. But if you're looking forward to playing solos, you have to memorize plenty of notes. But you know, playing guitar and mastering guitar is not directly concerned with your memory. Over time, you develop your muscle memory, so your brain does not always have to follow. You don't always have to follow your brain to, you know, to get the right notes on guitar fretboard. Your fingers and hands automatically get them over time, so don't worry, okay. uh, I sound like a pro guitarist, but I'm not. Sorry for sounding like that, you know. I still need to practice a lot, and well, I think that's all. That's my journey of how I got into thrash metal music, which genre that I liked first, I enjoyed first, and how it gradually changed my tastes and taste on music. So, um, okay, nowadays I don't listen to metal music all the time, because it depends on my mood, and it depends on the times of the day, particular times of the day. Metal music is suitable for you to listen when you are, you know, when you feel drained, by means of energy. When you feel tired, when you feel upset, when you want to feel motivated, if you have planned a goal to accomplish something, and at some times it may feel noisy and very loud for you, that you may feel disturbed. So metal music is preferable. It is not trash. It has its own values. I would like to tell you all that rock and metal music are the genres that musicians have to put a lot of effort, much effort, in developing a single song, developing, producing the whole album. They have to put a great amount of effort, and the bitter truth is that during the modern times, it is not successful enough, and it is not popular or mainstream in the modern world. Back in the days, in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, rock music and metal music were ruling the whole world, and majority of the population or really liked and enjoyed the music. Even even women and children were exposed to that kind of music, and they did not feel that they were disturbing, the music was interrupting them. But nowadays, especially in our country, uh, this genre is still played and still enjoyed by some teenagers, some new wave of players, guitar players. But uh, it is a little bit difficult and a little bit risky to make a career out of it. If you want to earn money, and if you want to be a musician or guitarist, and at the same time you want to earn money, it is a little bit risky and challenging to play metal music. Yeah, that's the truth. And it's not mainstream anymore. Only lucky people, lucky musicians uh, become famous enough. It depends on their luck. So okay, I think that's all. I think the contents that I mentioned deviated from the topic. However, I'm really glad to share my opinions with you all, and I think this is the very first video in which I talk directly to you all, and except my introduction video. So, which genres do you like? What kind of music do you listen most? And during these harsh times, what are you guys doing? How do you spend your time? Just let me know in the comment section. And uh, please let me know which covers that you would like me to cover, which songs you would like to hear from me. I will try to practice them when I have time and post here. Okay, so bye bye. Stay safe, you all. Believe yourself. Be confident. I know you will get over this, whatever you are feeling right now. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.